Amy Roloff finally big divorce announcement today. But why divorce announcement? Because Chris Marek new girlfriend's relationship, Chris Marek new married. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our updates. Today, we're talking about something that's been making headlines in the world of reality TV. The emotional and unexpected divorce announcement from Little People, Big World star Amy Roloff. After years of marriage, ups and downs, and public moments on TV, Amy Roloff has officially announced her divorce from her husband, Chris Marek. This news has shocked fans all around the world, and many have been asking, why? Why now? And what led to this difficult decision? Before we dive deep into the reasons behind their split, let's take a look back at Amy's relationship with Chris Marek. For those who aren't familiar, Amy Roloff rose to fame as one of the stars of Little People, Big World, a show that has been on air for over 15 years. On the show, we followed her journey through marriage, raising children, and navigating the challenges of living as a little person. But it was in 2016, after nearly 30 years of marriage to her ex-husband Matt Roloff, that Amy made the decision to separate. Amy's divorce from Matt was a difficult chapter in her life. The couple had 4 children together and had been through so much over the years. Their split was heavily covered in the media, and fans saw the emotional toll it took on Amy. Then, in 2017, Amy found new love in Chris Marek, a man she met through mutual friends. The two quickly became inseparable, and in 2020, they tied the knot in a beautiful ceremony that was shared with fans on the show. Their wedding seemed like a fairy tale, and fans of the show were thrilled to see Amy find happiness again after her painful divorce from Matt. But now, just a few years later, they've announced that they're going their separate ways. So, why did Amy and Chris decide to divorce? After all, they seemed to be a strong couple, and from the outside, everything appeared to be going well. In this section, we'll explore some of the possible reasons behind their breakup. First, let's talk about the pressures of public life. Little People, Big World has been on the air for over a decade, and being in the public eye can be incredibly taxing on relationships. Amy and Chris weren't just living their lives privately. They were sharing intimate moments, struggles, and celebrations with millions of viewers. Living your personal life under the scrutiny of cameras and social media can add stress to even the healthiest relationships. Amy and Chris weren't immune to this. Public expectations, pressures from fans, and constant media attention may have created challenges in their marriage. Another possible factor is the age difference between Amy and Chris. Amy is 58 and Chris is 53, which is a difference of 5 years, not huge by any means, but it's worth noting. As people age, their life goals, priorities, and even their physical health can change in ways that are difficult to predict. Amy and Chris might have reached a point in their relationship where their paths no longer aligned as they once did. Amy herself has talked about feeling ready for new adventures, and sometimes couples grow apart simply because they want different things in life. Amy has been outspoken about her desire to spend more time focusing on herself, her family, and her career. And Chris, while supportive, might not have shared the same vision for the future. Then there's the impact of blended families. Both Amy and Chris have children from previous relationships, and blending families can be incredibly challenging. Amy's 4 children from her first marriage to Matt have grown up, but they still play a significant role in her life. Chris, who has children from a previous marriage, may have found it difficult to navigate the dynamics of being a stepfather, especially as the Roloff family has always been a tight-knit unit. Despite the love and support Chris had for Amy, there may have been unspoken tensions in the way their families blended together. Raising children from different backgrounds is never easy, and it's possible that the stress of being a step-parent added friction to their relationship. The divorce announcement has certainly shocked fans, but it's also sparked a wide range of reactions. Some fans were devastated to hear the news, while others were more understanding, acknowledging that relationships sometimes don't work out, even when both people try their best. Many fans took to social media to express their surprise and support for Amy. Some said they hoped she would find happiness again, while others speculated about the reasons behind the divorce, with some even pointing fingers at the pressures of reality TV life. But one thing is clear: Amy and Chris have both received a lot of love and support from their followers, who are hoping they both find peace after this difficult chapter. Amy has always been open with her fans about the ups and downs of her life, and it seems she's not shying away from sharing her truth now. In fact, Amy took to social media to explain that while the decision to divorce wasn't easy, it was something that both she and Chris felt was the right step for them. In her post, Amy thanked fans for their support and assured them that she and Chris would remain friends and continue to be there for each other, especially for the sake of their families. It's clear that this divorce, while difficult, was amicable and mutual. So, what's next for Amy Roloff? Despite the heartbreak of a divorce, Amy is a woman who has always been focused on moving forward. She's a mother, an entrepreneur, and someone who has been through a lot in her life, and this is just another chapter in her ongoing journey. Since her divorce from Matt, Amy has poured herself into her passion for her farm, her cookbook, and her public speaking engagements. It's clear that she's someone who isn't afraid to take on new challenges, and we expect she'll continue to thrive in her personal and professional life. As for Chris, it's uncertain what the future holds for him, but we hope he's doing well and finds his own path forward too. Divorce doesn't mean the end of a person's happiness, just the beginning of a new chapter. Divorce is never easy, especially when it's so public, but it's important to remember that behind the headlines, Amy and Chris are real people going through a very personal experience. While we may never know the full details of why their marriage ended, we can only wish them both the best as they move forward with their lives. Whatever happens, they've earned their happiness. For years, fans have followed the lives of the Roloff family, especially the journey of Zach and Tori Roloff. The couple who captured hearts with their love story and family dynamics have faced both challenges and triumphs, but recently, a bombshell hit fans hard. Tori Roloff, star of Little People, Big World, has made a major announcement: her divorce from Zach Roloff. The news left many wondering, why? What led to this surprising decision after years of marriage and growing their family? In today's video, we're diving deep into the possible reasons behind Tori's shocking divorce announcement and examining the challenges that led to the couple's split. Tori and Zach Roloff first captured the public's attention through the hit reality TV series Little People, Big World. Their relationship seemed like a fairy tale: two people from different worlds finding love, building a family, and overcoming the challenges of dwarfism. Their story was not just about fame, it was about resilience, love, and hope. Tori, a schoolteacher, and Zach, who was born with achondroplasia, the most common form of dwarfism, met in 2010. After dating for a few years, the couple tied the knot in 2015. They soon became parents to two children, Jackson and Leela, with another child on the way, their third. While their marriage may have appeared perfect to the outside world, like any relationship, it was not without its struggles. Over the years, Zach and Tori have shared their personal struggles with the public. From navigating family dynamics on the Roloff farm to raising their children, both with and without dwarfism, the couple had their fair share of ups and downs. However, despite their challenges, the two seemed determined to make their relationship work. In a 2019 interview, Tori and Zach spoke openly about the pressure of being in the public eye and how they prioritized their relationship and family above all else. Tori once said, "Marriage is work. It's not easy, but when you're committed to each other, you figure it out." But recently, cracks began to appear in their seemingly perfect marriage. Fans who closely followed the Roloff family on social media and Little People, Big World began to notice subtle signs of tension. It started with subtle shifts in their posts, a noticeable absence of Zach in some of Tori's more personal moments, and cryptic social media messages that raised eyebrows. In late 2024, Tori shared a post that seemed to hint at deeper issues, saying, "Sometimes the hardest thing to do is let go." While this could have been interpreted as a general statement, fans couldn't help but feel that it was directed at something more personal, possibly her marriage. Despite these hints, many still held hope that the couple could overcome any difficulties. But the announcement of their divorce in early 2025 shattered that hope. The statement, which was brief and to the point, shocked fans. "After much consideration and with heavy hearts, Zach and I have decided to part ways." So, what exactly led to this unexpected divorce announcement? There are several potential factors that may have contributed to the split. Let's explore them. One major factor could be the strain from family dynamics. The Roloff family, though close-knit, has always had its fair share of tensions. Zach's relationship with his father, Matt Roloff, has been an ongoing storyline in Little People, Big World. The Roloff family farm, a central figure in the series, has been a source of conflict. In 2022, Matt Roloff decided to sell a portion of the farm, which led to a public fallout with Zach, who felt excluded from the decision-making process. While the public drama between Matt and Zach may not have directly impacted Tori and Zach's marriage, it's impossible to ignore the stress these family issues caused. Tori herself has often expressed the difficulties of navigating her role within this complicated family dynamic. Another factor in the divorce could be the pressures of raising a young family. Parenting is hard work for anyone, but raising children with special needs can present unique challenges. Tori and Zach have been open about their experiences raising Jackson, who has achondroplasia, and Leela, who is developing normally. While Tori and Zach have always been incredibly supportive and loving towards their children, the demands of parenting, especially with Zach's work schedule and family responsibilities, may have created tension in their relationship. Raising children requires balance, and sometimes that balance can get out of sync. Being a reality TV star has its perks, but it also comes with unique challenges. For Zach and Tori, their relationship was never just a private matter. It was a storyline for millions of viewers. Being constantly under the public's microscope can put immense pressure on a relationship. In recent years, Tori has expressed how challenging it is to maintain her privacy while still being an active part of the Little People, Big World. Tori has been open about how hard it can be to maintain a normal life with so much attention. The stress from constant public scrutiny, the expectations, and the judgment can wear on even the most solid relationships. Another reason behind Tori and Zach's divorce could be personal growth. Over the years, both Zach and Tori have grown and changed as individuals. Tori, who once worked as a teacher, has also become an influencer, building her own career and online presence. As she grew more independent and focused on her own goals, there may have been a disconnect with Zach, who was still deeply involved with the family farm and his own commitments. Relationships often evolve as people do. As Tori began pursuing her own career and goals outside of the family dynamic, the couple may have found themselves growing in different directions. Now that Tori and Zach have made the difficult decision to divorce, what's next for them and their family? While it's still early to know the full details, one thing is certain. Tori and Zach will continue to prioritize their children, Jackson, Leela, and their third child on the way. Despite the end of their marriage, it's clear that they remain committed to co-parenting and providing a stable and loving environment for their kids. As for their future on Little People, Big World, it remains to be seen whether Tori and Zach will will continue to appear on the show or if their roles will change. Whatever the future holds, fans are hoping that both Tori and Zach find the happiness and fulfillment they deserve. The end of a marriage is never easy, especially when it's in the public eye. Tori and Zach Roloff's divorce announcement is a reminder that despite the love and moments we see on TV, real life is filled with challenges and complexities. As we continue to follow their journey, we wish them both peace and success in their personal paths forward. Over the years, the Roloff family has captured the hearts of millions of viewers around the world. Their journey, struggles, and triumphs have been documented on TLC's hit show, Little People, Big World. Among the many key figures on the show, Chandler, the longtime partner of Matt Roloff, became a fan favorite. But recently, fans have been stunned by a surprising announcement. Chandler and Matt Roloff have decided to part ways after being together for several years. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for all the latest updates on your favorite stars and celebrities. Today, we have breaking news about Chandler, the star from Little People, Big World. After years of being in the public eye, Caryn and Matt Roloff have made a shocking announcement that they are getting a divorce. But why? What led to this decision, and what does it mean for the future of the Roloff family? To understand this divorce, we need to take a deep dive into their relationship and the dynamics at play. Matt Roloff, the patriarch of the Roloff family, is known for his role as a successful businessman, a farmer, and a loving father. His journey on Little People, Big World has captivated audiences for over a decade. Alongside him, his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, was by his side, and together they raised 4 children. However, after their divorce in 2016, Matt's relationship with Chandler began to draw more attention. Matt and Caryn's relationship sparked public interest when Caryn, who was originally hired as the Roloff family's farm manager, started working closely with Matt. Fans began noticing their growing connection, which eventually led to the couple publicly announcing their romantic relationship in 2017. Since then, Caryn became an integral part of the Roloff family's story on Little People, Big World. Now let's talk about the big news. Just recently, Chandler and Matt Roloff announced that they are getting a divorce. This announcement took fans by surprise, especially given that the couple had been together for over 6 years. What led to this unexpected decision? Let's break it down. While the news came as a shock, it's important to note that both Caryn and Matt have been very open about their struggles and the complexities of their relationship over the years. In fact, many fans have speculated for some time that their relationship wasn't as perfect as it seemed on camera. So, what was the real reason behind their decision to divorce? Let's explore. One major factor contributing to their divorce is the constant pressure of living in the public eye. Being part of a reality show means that your personal life is often put under a microscope, and no relationship is immune to scrutiny. For Caryn and Matt, this was especially challenging. Caryn, in particular, faced constant criticism from fans who had very strong opinions about their relationship. While Matt was already a well-known figure due to his past marriage to Amy, Caryn was often criticized for breaking up the Roloff family. Some fans even accused her of being the reason for Matt and Amy's divorce. Though these rumors were unfounded, the constant public judgment weighed heavily on Caryn, leading to a growing sense of discomfort in the relationship. Being in the spotlight day in and day out can be extremely exhausting, especially when you're dealing with personal issues that you'd rather keep private. It's possible that the constant pressure from fans and media eventually took its toll on their relationship. Another significant issue that might have contributed to their divorce is the dynamics within the Roloff family. Matt and Amy's divorce was a challenging chapter for everyone involved, and it's clear that family relationships have been strained at times. Though Caryn and Matt had been dating for years, there were still some unresolved tensions within the Roloff family. Caryn, who was previously a longtime employee of the Roloff family farm, often faced awkwardness in her relationship with Matt's children. While some of the Roloff kids, like Zach, had been supportive of their father's relationship with Caryn, others, like Jeremy, were not as welcoming. There were even rumors that some of Matt's children felt uncomfortable with Caryn's role in the family and felt that she was trying to replace their mother. This created a wedge between Caryn and the rest of the Roloff family, making it harder for her to fully integrate into their dynamic. Tensions like these often cause stress in a relationship and may have contributed to the couple's decision to part ways. Another key reason for the divorce might have been differences in long-term goals. While Caryn and Matt enjoyed many years together, they may have realized that their visions for the future no longer aligned. Matt, who has spent decades building his farm and his brand, has expressed interest in eventually retiring and slowing down. Caryn, on the other hand, has her own goals and ambitions, which may not have lined up with Matt's retirement plans. These differences in life goals, whether related to career, family, or personal ambitions, are common in many long-term relationships. It's possible that after years of being together, Matt and Caryn realized that their individual paths were no longer compatible, leading them to decide to go their separate ways. Caryn herself has spoken openly about the emotional toll that being in a high-profile relationship took on her. In a recent interview, she mentioned that she was ready to focus on her own happiness and well-being, something that she hadn't prioritized in recent years. After years of living in the public eye and dealing with the pressures of being in a relationship with Matt, Caryn may have realized that it was time for her to step back and focus on herself. This self-reflection could have been a major turning point in their decision to divorce. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.